Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of RimWorld. We still have a problem with Carson and how happy Carson is. Having been bitten by a panther last time, we are struggling a little bit to keep their mood up. Which is a bit of a shame, but hopefully they're not going to have another break. I mean, they've already had one binge at least. What are you doing? You're playing horseshoes. Temporarily, let's get you to clean up a little bit in here because we want to try and keep it as nice for Carson as possible. We're doing our best to generally keep the area where Carson's sticking around looking pretty and impressive, and we're trying to keep on top of all the dirt in the colony itself. Space Raider from the League of West Entropy. You just like walking through? Well, that's pretty cool. We've got all our organisation done, with everything being moved onto shelving up here. Let's have a look just quickly in case there's any more sculptures that we can put out. It doesn't look like there are, which is a bit of a shame, but Carson is hurriedly working on the next one. Now, the more bits that we go through and get sorted like this, the more people are going to start moving chunks around and tidying bits up, which is going to be very good for us. We want to get this cleared out of here because it's a hospital. We want to get our research finished on hospital beds so that we can actually get them built as well. Generally, we're just looking at improving the place. And one of the things I was thinking of doing is I was thinking of swapping over common area flooring as well, because we've got a whole bunch of blocks of various different types that we could quite easily use. And people are still suffering from mechanized. They're still in pain from that. There's still sleeping sickness going on. There's a whole bunch of things which we're trying to manage and hoping we don't get attacked while we're getting through and dealing with them all. Thankfully, people are pretty good at taking care of themselves and heading in when they need rest and treatment. So sleeping sickness is up to 77% immunity. That's not actually that bad. 65% development. We are running a little bit low on heal root, but heal root is just in the process of being harvested up, so that's going to take care of itself quite nicely. Right, one thing I was interested in is how much steel do we have? We've got 579 silver in case we trade with anyone. There we go, 1,384. So we could swap over floors for steel floors. There's slate tiles in there. Yeah. Very joy deprived. You know what? I think let's give everyone an extra hour of joy there and an extra hour in the morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's give them 7 hours of sleep, 2 hours of joy. And we'll try and manage things that way. Also put that cobra on hunt. And we'll unforbid the chinchilla that came through. I mean, the cobra is sleeping right there. Someone can hunt it, right? Well, we can but hope. We can but hope. Now, there's a whole bunch of things that we can do. I want to make armor vests for everyone. Let's have a look at production. Yeah, getting an electric smithy is probably the right thing for us to do. We've got space to put it in over here. We've already got a stonecutter's table there and an electric tailor bench. So yeah, Let's get that built. And then the machining table can go right next to it. So we'll put that there. And we'll want some chairs for these, of course. Although we could just as easily do stools for those. Now, one thing I do want to eventually do is go around and replace all poor furniture with better furniture as well. Once this is done, we're going to take stock of our levels of steel and then maybe think about replacing the flooring in here. Now, kind of give it that proper futuristic medical feel. Did you just shoot Anton? That is the worst. Now we did set a whole bunch of trees to be cut down here to try and clear some space. Ah, right. Let's unforbid and unforbid this. These corpses need to be buried. That's why people are getting sad. It's my fault for forgetting to do that last time. We didn't even strip them, but it's not really worth it for 62% chance for hauling training over there. It's not really worth it for the fact that we can just make new clothes. Now these require components, so let's get some more components. Deconstruct these before they decay away. We do kind of need more components anyway. Let's deconstruct those as well. This will be good for our future supplies. Hey! So, let's see what we can do with the machining table. Disassemble mechanoids, that's great. Do that forever. High explosive shells, helmets, armor vests, all good stuff. 120 steel and 2 components. I think that's worth us getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Probably take us a while. How about advanced helmets? That needs plasteel. Simple helmets. Yeah. And what else would we want? Maybe assault rifles after that. I'll take a lot of components, but getting everyone assault rifles would be pretty damn cool. So let's get 8 of those, and by then whoever is working in this area is going to be pretty damn awesome. Let's actually have a look at the... So yeah, 120 steel, 2 components. And this could be made... You can make a gold helmet? Wow. That's kind of funny. This can only be steel. That can only be steel. And next up, the electric smithy can be all close combat stuff. Well, that's understandable. Let's turn the power off for that, so that we're not draining it for the sake of draining it. And let's see, is there any more sculptures that have been made up here? I don't think so. I think Carson is still working. Yeah, it's a marble large sculpture. Shoddy, awful, awful. Ah, there's a good one. Okay. Let's install that down here. Yeah, we could deconstruct the other ones, but there's always a chance we're going to be able to trade them. We're not going to do peace talks. I don't think we are really going to be in a situation to send people out into the world until they're properly equipped and we've got a massive surplus of everything. So yeah, you're just happily making all different kinds of blocks until we've got loads. I think overall people are looking a lot happier now than they were at the start of the day, which is good. Very good. One thing I do want to check is who owns that Minties, and Minties is sleeping over here because you've got sleeping sickness, which is doing alright. That's doing okay. A villager named Pearson has arrived and is joining the colony. She's a nurse. Okay, Pearson. Now, I was quite happy with our limits on people. So who are you and why should we care? You're incapable of violence, you're nervous, and you're psychically dull. This is not brilliant for us. You're good at medicine though, which could be. Alright, I guess we will make you a room. Where are we going to put you? We could put you up here maybe? Or up here in this corner. Let's see how much space we can get. We'll start off with wood floors. We don't need it to be too fancy. Maybe if we go long up this way. Like that. Yeah, this can work. So round like that, we'll put a door in just there. And then we can look at getting some furniture. We'll do a double bed. Just there. We'll get a couple of dressers in as well. Dresser there. Dresser there. In fact, that dresser, let's cancel that. We'll get an end table. And we'll get a plant pot in here. There's space for a light in that corner. And we want to run more power conduits up this way and along, and then probably up the back in case we end up putting more stuff around here. I might mine this entire section out so we've got more space to work with. We'll have a chest table and we'll put 2 chairs in as well. And that'll be enough to keep people busy for a while. We may need some more wood. So let's get this area kind of cleared out a little bit. The other thing we could do is we could like pave all of this area. Oh, Wild Boar 39 has been bitten to death by Cobra. Let's get that Cobra designated for hunting. We'll unforbid that. Oh my god, Tony, you're like damaging everything. I mean, good job for actually killing it, but look at this. You put massive dings in the solar generators. So a little bit of cobra meat, a little bit of boar meat. In fact, while I think about it, we have other boars that should really be euthanized as well. Now, follow. We've got some, yeah. The best we've got at the moment is rescue training. Ferdinand isn't old enough yet for rescue training. I wonder. 0 out of 7 for hauling. Let's check each of these. 0 out of 7 for hauling. 2 out of 7 for hauling. Okay. 3 out of 7. So they are getting there. They are getting there. As far as the various animals go. Research is finished on the hospital bed. That is amazing for us. Okay. Auto doors next, I think. And if we uninstall this, and we'll get one hospital bed ready to produce as soon as that's done. We will need proper medicine, of course, rather than just fake medicine, but we can trade for that. Although, looking at it, let's cancel the uninstalling of that bed, because we do actually have all the beds in use. Right. With our new person, of course, we're going to be producing this bed up here, but one thing that I forgot to do is assign all the jobs. Doctoring, definitely. Wardening. You're not brilliant, but you're not terrible. Animal handling, you're actually pretty damn good. You're not the best, so actually we'll leave that off. We'll keep you off cooking. We could make you better at constructing. Everyone should have some kind of plant cutting. You can haul, you can clean when you're not doing anything else. And we could turn you into a good smith. Is anyone like, yeah, we've actually got some good people for smithing. That's probably fine for Pearson. We want to put you on the general policy, which is basically no drugs. And that should be a massive improvement overall. Now, one of the things I did in the previous colony is I had a dropship area set up, which was all the tradable stocks. We are eventually going to do the same here, but for the moment, this is perfect for how people are set out. Our temperature. Oh wow, it is a little bit warm in there, isn't it? And maybe we should do coolers in each room just to help manage the temperature a little bit. Pearson, you're sleeping in. Actually, no, that is your bed. We must have put Tony somewhere else. Now, with extra people, we will need more food in total, but having a 200 stockpile that we do is probably enough, so I don't think we need to build up more of a reserve than that. Now, other things that we can produce. We could get ourselves a drug lab and start looking into what can actually be made with that. And I think that would be quite reasonable, because this will allow us to start producing our own medicine and other similar things. You know what? We also need to Copy, paste, get you actually working all the time, Pearson. And I'm very tempted to put shelving and stuff in here. Yay! A merchant is on the way in. Okay, who is our best negotiator? So, for this we're looking at social. So, Nicole, 13. Closely followed by Carson. Alright. Now, with Nicole, hearing loss means it's a bit of a no-go. So it's going to be Carson who does the trading when they get closer. We're not going to go and chase them down. Right, auto doors have been researched as well. Let's start clearing out some of the earlier research. If we're building a drug lab, we may as well do that. I'm going to turn this back on as well. And let's get it permanently smelting slag so we can build up our steel reserves. Oh my god, there's a lot of blood and vomit everywhere. Okay, Carson, where are you? There you are. So you've got a fair while to go on that. Let's trade and see what they want to say. Okay, so Carson is out. So we'll cancel with Carson. Was Lucky the next? No. It was Pearson. Alright, well Pearson's new. Get to trading, Pearson. You better make it a good deal. Right, so 500. They've got a lot of money, and they will take our sculptures. This is great. So we'll get all the bad sculptures. We could take all their gold, but I really wish that they had. Give them all the smoke leaf. We'll give them the psychoid. We'll give them the wake up. We can take their plasteel. You know what? We will take their gold. And we'll take their plasteel because that will be useful to us. So many other things, mostly clothing, that we need to clear out. I think that's probably pretty fair, where we're spending a lot of money. Is on the plasteel and gold. I think building up our gold supplies is going to be cool because we can make some fun, some fancy stuff with that. So yeah, I'm happy enough with that as a trade, and it will get those sculptures out of the way. This normal sculpture we can install down here. Turn this into like a little bit of an impressive museum, and if we bring this in, at the moment, it's all right. It's somewhat spacious. It's beautiful because of all the sculptures. And as we make more, that'll just get better. Not specifically in here, but as we install them around the colony. I think that's what we're going to want to do. I really wish we had some proper medicine, though. Right, Nicole's making that drug lab. Okay, what can we make here? Plague, Yayo, and Wake Up. Wild Boar has given birth, eh? Let's have a look at the animals list. Euthanize. Euthanize. So keeping on top of our boar population issues, as always. I like how they just execute it and then they don't even bother cleaning up after it. And there is a lot of tidying that needs to go on in this place. People's moods are good though, which is the most important thing. If only we had granite blocks. I really, really want to get that crematorium. Okay, trade caravan's leaving. We didn't have a huge amount of awesome stuff to trade there, but I think we did okay out of that. Might be time for us to expand this this area up here, but before we do that, I need to get a light in up here. So standing lamp there, that'll do things quite nicely. Actually, you know what? Reinstall that over there because it'll give better light for the room. How are we doing for wood supplies? 1-3-ish. And Nicole is working on a sculpture. Okay. So Nicole and Carson are sculpting up quite happily between them. Anton is going to start on our first armor vest by the looks of it. Definitely time for us to start expanding this area out. So, yeah, we are a little bit limited, but we could go up like that. Get walls going in around there, to there, down that side. A door there. And then we can deconstruct these and just expand up that bit. That would be pretty cool. Our people are damn fast at constructing. A local capybara has gone mad. Let's mark it for hunting. It should get shot by everything before it gets close. There we go. And that's basically free food for us. Yeah, having the door there is a bit of a shame because it does disturb everyone's sleep, but having them go round all the way was really slowing down our colony. That's something that I wasn't massively keen on. How's this coming along, Anton? It's doing alright. Sensory mechanites. Jeez. We are getting all of the problems. So you can see better, hear better, talk better. But generally speaking, they're boned. Really is what it comes down to. Who else? Tony as well. Yeah, your immunity's nearly there. But it's certainly not ideal. We'll say that. Alright, we can start deconstructing these. Yeah, you just deconstruct that as well straight. Cool, roof is going in. place needs to be a bit better lit, but as soon as we open up that, it'll look much better. In fact, while I think about it, let's get that equivalent light up there. Inspiration, work frenzy. It'll work 2.5 times. Mella's going to turn into a massive, massive cleaning monster. Cleaning and hauling monster. We'll get flooring in across there. That'll be really quick. And then 1, 2, 3. In fact, you know what? We'll just have these run all the way down. Even more research. In fact, medicine production is the next thing that we want to do. Okay. We have a raid coming in from the west. From the southwest-ish. So here and here are the key points we need to get everyone stationed. I'm going to get them in place now. Everyone except Pearson, because Pearson is incapable of violence. Nicole, you can actually stand right up the top there. Everyone else, depending on their weapon, will be at slightly different positions. That's okay-ish, depending on which angle they come from. I'm hoping they're going to come up via this way rather than going up and round here. But actually, maybe I should have a couple of people up at the top one just in case. Carson, you go up there. And Nicole as well. What are these guys armed with? Let's have a look. Knife. Short bow, short bow. Short bow. Knife. Yeah, so we're potentially going to get a lot of close combat weapons and bows out of this. Nicole, actually, if you pull back to there, keep your boars out of the way of the turret. And while I think about it, let's have a look at our... No, we don't want to make any deadfall traps. We need to actually make a maze if we were going to take advantage of that as an idea. Come on in, guys. You know you want to try us. Right, here they come. They're mostly coming round to the south. This is good. So. One down. Cool, they're sticking out a while, aren't they? Okay, now they're fleeing. You're dead. Right, unforbid you. You're not forbidden anyway. Let's have a look at these, and then we'll undraft people and get their injuries taken care of. So, unforbid you. Unforbid you. Strip you before you die. Unforbid you. And undraft. I think we'll just let them go, really. Yeah. You're literally going to bleed out. 5.2 hours. And then you're gone. We didn't do too badly on the injury front either. We are going to need more turrets in order to defend in the future. But I'm pretty happy with how our defense is holding out at the moment. And it'll be better once everyone's got proper rifles as well. Slash armor vests. And that first armor vest is very nearly finished. As these get finished, I'll reassign to make sure that they can hold everything. How's everyone's injuries doing? Cut by a short bow. Really be cut by an arrow rather than cut by a short bow. So, not bad. Medium amount of pain from all the sensory mechanites and everything. I'm half tempted to designate everyone's personal beds as medical beds. I'm also tempted to make another heal root growing area. Just to make sure that we've got extra awesome supplies. Right, Anton is back to normal. Wild Boar is pregnant again. Wow. The Wild Boars really do churn through having little offspring, don't they? I mean, one thing we could do is we could euthanize all the female ones. Although we do have quite a lot that are in the process of being trained. Maybe it'd be better for us to euthanize all the... No, they're about equal as far as progression goes. Okay, well, it looks like people's health is improving after that little injury. We've got a lot of tidying and cleaning to go, but hopefully Melor will get on that. That's a good point for us to finish that episode, having repelled a raid. So I'm going to finish this one here. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed this. If you are enjoying these videos, be sure to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, you can do so using the link in front of you now. I'll see you next time for some more RimWorld. See you soon.